Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, suspended BuCor Chief Gerald Bantag's camp says he's ready to face the charges against him over the killing of broadcaster Percy Lapid. The Justice Department now probes the excavation at the Bilibid prison under Bantag's watch. And later, mixed reactions over the Philippines' decision to oppose same-sex marriage and the SOGIE Equality bill in a UN body. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla joins us in the program. The camp of suspended Bureau of Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag says Bantag is determined to prove that the allegations against him are false. The embattled BuCor chief's lawyer showed up at the Justice Department to receive the subpoena. Bantag is accused of being the mastermind behind the killing of radio broadcaster Percy Lapid. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Justice Secretary Boying Remulla. Secretary Remulla, welcome back to The Source. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras.
Good morning, Pinky, and good morning to everybody.
So, sir, there's a lot to talk about. No, I would love if we'd be able to cover all topics. Una po yung subpoena for General Bantag. This was received yesterday by his lawyer, Attorney Balisong. That was actually received 2 days before the preliminary hearing, which is set tomorrow, November 23. And my understanding is they have 10 days to file their counter affidavit. Of course, according to the DOJ, naibigay po ito doon sa kanyang last known address sa Caloocan way back. Just moving forward, sir, with tomorrow's hearing, would it be prudent for the panel of prosecutors to grant him an extension dahil kahapon lang po nila nakuha yung subpoena? In case, yeah.
Yes, Pinky, that will be up to the prosecutors. But I think that usually we grant these motions. These motions are usually granted by the prosecution. In fairness to many of those that are saying that they lack time to study the case or to even respond to the allegations therein. So most of the time it's granted. I will not take it away from them to grant it. I think it's okay. It's par for the course.
Okay, so that's really not, in other words, it's not really a big deal about that when that 10-day period actually begins. Kasi when you were at the in Switzerland, we were asking, sir, paano ho ba itong deemed served? Dahil nga nung unang pinadala sa Caloocan, ay sinasabi ng DOJ, deemed served na ho ito. That's why I was asking you about this possible extension, because it seems that the lawyers could ask for an extension tomorrow, saying that they just received the subpoena yesterday. So you don't see a problem with that?
No problem. The case will push through based on the merits of the case. So
okay.
I don't see a problem with technicalities.
And is it incumbent for General Bantag to show up tomorrow, whether they ask for an extension or not?
Not even. Maybe he might issue a special power of attorney to his lawyers.
Okay.
To decide for him for the filing of the extension of time. It's not necessary for him to do that.
Let's talk about the complaint, sir. Bantag is supposedly the mastermind in the killing of broadcaster Percy Lapid, but without Zulweta, to whom Bantag supposedly gave the order to kill Percy Lapid. Sir, how does this affect the case? Kasi, do you think that Zulweta could possibly be central in this complaint? Is he possibly what could be called the missing link?
It will not affect. I think that the case is done independently of whether or not Zulweta surrenders or not. The rumors that he's dead already are there. I have been also informed a few days ago about it. But it will not. The case will still stand as it is. So let it be. And I just hope that Zulweta still appears to face charges because he is a co-conspirator, and he was very. His role here was very important. But if he does not appear, if something happened to him, what can we do? But justice has to grind. Justice cannot grind to a halt. It does continue. It has to roll on.
Pero I guess my question, Secretary, is how important is Zulweta?
Well, Zulweta can be described as his right-hand man. So basically, people know that what he does is usually ordered by his boss. He was a co-accused of Director General Bantag in the Parañaque grenade case. He was also the right-hand man of General Bantag when he was warden of Caloocan. So his role with regards to the activities of Director General Bantag are well known to everybody.
What is the NBI saying in terms of trying to find or locate Zulueta?
Well, I haven't had a recent briefing about it. There was a time it was traced to a province of somewhere up north. Now, the rumors that are there are still rumors up to now. They're not verified. So we still presume him to be alive, and we will look for him. And if it does not appear, the case will stand as it is. Because what can you do? If they can silence one witness, they can silence another. So the case will go on, baby. It will not stop.
And obviously, it will go on. I guess the reason I'm focusing on Zulueta, sir, is that even before, during your press conference on General Bantag being the mastermind, hindi ho ba? Remember, you were asked questions maybe 2 or 3 times. What is the direct link of Bantag into the killing of Percy Lapid? And then I remember your response was, we're looking at, there's no direct link. There's no direct evidence. It's the totality of the evidence or the affidavits. That's why, sir, I was focusing, gaano ho ba talaga ka-importante itong Zulueta? And he can't seem to be found.
It will not affect the case, because basically what we have on hand already are exceptions to the hearsay rule. They will appear hearsay from the beginning, but they will stand as exceptions to the hearsay rule. So a conspiracy is a conspiracy, and the act of one is the act of all. So that's where the premise will lie in this case.
Also in the past, Secretary Boying, you said that, I think it was you that said nobody wanted the evidence to point to Bantag, but based on the investigation, it eventually pointed to him as the alleged mastermind. I spoke to DG Bantag, suspended BuCor Chief Bantag, and he said basically, niluluto yung kaso. In fact, sabi pa nga niya, if charges are filed in court and an arrest warrant is issued against him, he's not going to surrender as long as Secretary Remulla sits as the DOJ chief kasi he's not going to get basically a fair trial.
Well, thinking it's a judicial process. We are part of the prosecution. The Department of Justice role is to prosecute. It is an executive function. So I don't see where luto is, because the judge will be the one to determine whether or not the case presented is valid or not. So drama lang yan, Pinky. It's drama. Face the music. He has to face the music, because that's what criminal cases are all about. When you are made to account for what you did. That's it, Pinky. I don't see any merit in what he's saying.
Paano ho, sir, kung magkatotoo yung sinabi niyang hindi siya magsusurrender sakaling magkaroon ng arrest warrant laban sa kanya habang nakaupo kayo sa DOJ?
Magiging wanted siya. That's the very easy conclusion. Magiging wanted siya by the law. And flight is an indication of guilt. The more guilty he will appear if he does not show up.
Let's talk next about yung punghuka, yung excavation doon sa Bilibid. So I know that in yesterday's press conference, you were talking about your trip in Switzerland, but eventually after that, sir, tinanong na ho kayo nito. Ang sabi niyo po doon sa excavation sa Bilibid, you asked your staff to look into possible charges against Bantag. Sir, right now, ano ho bang nakikita niyong posibleng charges, violations that you're seeing at the moment?
Marami yan, Pinky. Unang-una nga, nawala yung filling material. Ang lalim yan. It's a 9-story building, 9 stories deep, ang sabi sa akin, ng hukay. No? More than 1 million cubic meters. Pag yan, tinambakan pa natin ulit, bibili pa tayo ng filling material. So nawala na ng gobyerno, di ba? The government lost something already with that. And the time itself that it will take to repair this damage is very hard to calculate. Pangalawa, Pinky, if they were treasure hunting in government property, whatever they find is owned by the government because they did not get any permission from anybody. Kaya they will be made to account also kung anong may nahanap sila o wala. Kasi we don't know if they found anything. And maybe worst of all, Pinky, is that this Atom Corporation that has been working with him even in the diggings, joint venture agreement, in the memorandum of agreement that they signed, they're practically executing a void contract. Ginawa nila executory na yung void contract by moving earth. Kasi dapat yan, groundbreaking lang yan, nung inimbita nila ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas, si President Duterte, noong 2020. December 2020 yata yun, nung inimbitahan nila 2 years ago para mag-groundbreaking. Nung nalaman ng PMS na walang basis itong joint venture agreement na to in law, ay hindi nila pinayagan pumunta ang Pangulong Duterte doon. So, if they try to execute this contract, this can also constitute some sort of plunder. Kasi kung talagang binenta niya na at lahat, talaga may loss na sa gobyerno dyan. Meron na siyang attempt to get property of government without passing through the process. Marami, Pinky. Marami talaga. The books will be full of things.
Yeah, you know, Secretary, with regards to what you mentioned, that the former President Duterte was invited for the groundbreaking in December 2020, to which you said hindi ho siya in-advisa ng PMS na pumunta. From then on, sir, napabayaan na lang huyang hukay na yan at nagpatuloy. I mean, definitely, would the Office of the President have ordered the DOJ to look into this? I know, sir, hindi pa ho kayo yung DOJ chief noong mga panahon na yon. Pero ano ho bang nangyari? 2 years ago, nakalimutan na lang ho itong hukay na ito at lumabas na lang ngayon? Ulit?
Hindi, itong hukay na to, Pinky, I think started 6 months ago. Probably started 6 months ago. Along that time, maybe less. No? Ang nangyari kasi dyan, groundbreaking lang yan, Pinky. Sabi ng groundbreaking, hindi maghuhukay. Groundbreaking lang, di ba? But just the same, Secretary Guevara came up already with the DOJ, came up with a paper already saying that it's a void contract. It was furnished to Director General Bantag. If we trace the documents within the office, mukhang nakarating naman kay Director General Bantag na void yung contract na sinign nila. Merong memorandum yan na ginawa ang study, ang task, ang isang grupo na inatasan ni Secretary Guevara na pagkatala niya kontrata na. Ano yan Pinky? It's a BOT. It can be treated as an unsolicited proposal under the BOT law na kinakailangan na may Swiss challenge at maraming process na pagdadaanan. Yun nga. So, basically, pag sinabi na sa yung void yan. Pag matigas ang ulo mo at in-ignore mo yung law, ano magagawa namin, Pinky? Kung hindi namin, pagdating naman ng panahon ko, hindi na sila sumulat sa amin tungkol dyan. They never wrote us anything about that. And nobody was reporting it to us until DG Bantag, sometime in late August or early September, told me that he was searching for Yamashita treasure. And immediately, my retort to him was, tigil mo yan, kalokohan yan.
So, which brings me to my next question, sir. So, okay, I understand what you're saying now. 2020 was supposed to be groundbreaking. Yung actual digging was 6 months ago. Thanks for that clarification, which leads me to my next question. Sir, for the record, ano ho ba talaga yung hukay na yon? Treasure hunting? Tulay?
Sa akin, it was searching for, it was treasure hunting. They were searching for the Yamashita treasure.
So that is confirmed.
That's what he told. That's what he told me. I mean, I cannot go further than that. Sabi ko nga, kalokohan yan, tigil ko yan.
Well, Secretary Boying Remulla, we need to take a very short break. We will be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla. Secretary, I'm gonna continue from where I left off. I know you said, sabi nga ni DG Bantag sa inyo, he was treasure hunting. Pero here's where I'm confused about it. there was talk that it was a swimming pool, he said, for scuba diving. Master diver daw po siya. May haka-haka na tunnel. Sinabi po sa inyo ni DG Bantag na naghahanap sila ng treasure. Tapos meron po ngayong joint venture. It's morphed into so many possible theories, sir. So what really, in your opinion, I know he told you he was treasure hunting. But in your opinion, ano ho yun? Kasi kung meron pong JV o joint venture, ibig sabihin ho ba nun yung Atom ang nag-excavate nung lupa doon?
Katulungan sila. They were helping each other. Yung joint venture kasi, Pinky, ang talaga intention nila, ibenta na yung National Bilibid Prison Compound. Yung lupa ng gobyerno, gusto na nilang perahin. Gusto nilang gawing negosyo. 65-35 joint venture na tapos yung jail papalitan ni Mayor Bote ng ibang jail sa General Tino Nueva Ecija. They will replicate what was there in Bilibid na nilipat nila sa Nueva Ecija. Tapos 65-35 joint venture agreement for real estate of the whole Bilibid compound, National Bilibid compound. Basically yun eh. That's where it started.
Yeah.
And how it morphed into a treasure hunt beats me. But yun nga, nagulat nga ako na binanggit nga sa akin ni DG Bantag na treasure hunting siya. Sabi ko nga, tigil mo yan. Ang lumalabas dito talaga, Pinky, nung sinabihan sila ni Secretary Guevara, nung yan ay talagang dineclare void ng DOJ yung panahon na yun, ay hindi nila pinansin. They ignored it. But they didn't file any appeal. Hindi sila nag-file ng motion for reconsideration sa DOJ. Hindi sila nagtanong sa Office of the President tungkol dito. Kasi ang alam ko, kahit meron tayong BuCor modernization law, walang absolute power over the land ang Director of Prisons, ang Director General ng Prisons. Yan pa rin, basta lupa ng gobyerno, kinakailangan pa rin dumaan sa proseso. Yun nga, ayaw nilang padaanin. Tapos, siguro, well, in their relationship, kasi very close, parang apparently, very close na sila eh. Mayor Bote and DG Bantag seem to be very close to each other. And parang gano'n na nga lumalabas doon. Parang nag-engage naman sila sa treasure hunting. And ang sinasabi ng Mayor Bote, ang papel niya lang dyan ay binigyan niya ng panggasolina. Yung pang crudo ng backhoe. Pero pag tinignan natin, Pinky, yung lalim ng hukay, hindi naman pwede na isang backhoe lang ang ginamit doon. Kasi ang laki-laki nun eh. Yun nga, sabi nga ng by an estimate of a private person, lumalabas talaga na 1 million cubic meters ang nawala. So, hindi naman kaya na isang backhoe yun, kahit mag-climate motion tayo. So,
not in 6 months.
Apparently, sila pa rin yung...
Yeah.
Ayan, sila
Okay.
pa rin yan. Sila magkasama.
So, I know, sir, that may plano ho bang lagyan po ng lupa ulit yon? At alam ko po na mahal po mag-fill. Magkano ho aabutin kung 9-story building po yung hukay doon?
Hindi ko pa pinapakompute. We will compute that when we file the case. Kasi kinakailangan niya, file ng kaso yan. Kailangan niya para tingin sa ombudsman niya. Kasi pag hindi namin pinarating sa ombudsman, baka sabihin pinatatakpan namin itong bagay na ito. We're not covering up for anybody. So we will get the estimates. Kukuha tayo ng commercial rate yan. Gagawin natin yung kinakailangan para ma-estimate natin kung ano aabutin para magtambakan ulit yan. Para matakpan yung butas na ginawa nila sa lupa.
Okay. Sir, 2 more things no about BuCor. Yung pong mga hayop na nakita doon, horses and other animals there. I saw an interview with General Katapang and sinasabi niya that Asek Chaklag supposedly inako po itong mga kabayo. What's going on, sir?
Hindi ko na rin maintindihan. No? Kasi nga, they treated the land as their own. Ay ang naging problema talaga sa National Bilibid Prisons, Pinky. Even before Director General Bantag, ang tendency ng mga tao dyan sa BuCor, pati yung past generations dyan, ang kinina ang lupa. Ano nga, Pinky, ano ba naging mitya pa ng mga nangyari dito? Yung kuryente nga ng medium security prison, ninanakaw ng mga prison guard dyan. Meron sila mga jumper doon na pinaputol po kay Director General Bantag. Diyan nagalit si Percy Lapid. Kasi, doon nagsimula si Percy Lapid kasi nagsumbong yung mga BuCor guards kay Percy Lapid tungkol sa pagputol ng kuryente. Yung kuryente yun, Pinky, obviously jumper. Meron daw silang refunding mechanism. But it doesn't work that way. They were depriving the BuCor of electricity by making it pass to the back to 200 houses that were constructed there. Ang sinasabi ko rito, yung culture of entitlement ng National Bilibid Prison, matindi na talaga. Ini-squat na yan Puro squat, di ba? Ini-squat na nila.
Sino po may-ari
Sila
nung...
nag-appropriate
Secretary, excuse me, sir.
ng
Sino po
lupa.
may-ari nung
Yeah.
200 bahay? Kung, from my understanding, how you're explaining it is that may kuryente dapat sa medium security na
Yes. Yes.
kinat po nila at inilipat dun sa 200 bahay. Tama ho ba yan?
May jumper sila. May jumper sila papunta sa likod.
Okay.
The one who called to that was no less than the Chief Justice. In an email he sent to me. Kaya talaga yan, ang sabi nga dyan, dahil sa mga jumper na nakapasok sa loob ng medium security prison, humina na yung kuryente sa likod. Sa loob ng medium security, kasi naka-jumper at papunta sa mga bahay sa likod. So yan, pinaputol ko yan. Ang sinasabi nila, hindi raw pwede putulin kasi raw merong refund mechanism. Pero jumper Pinky It's very dangerous. Tsaka masusunog yung linya natin sa loob ng medium security kung puro jumper
Overcapacity.
200 bahay na naka-aircon ang gumagamit.
Sino nga ho yung nakatira dun sa 200 bahay na may jumper?
200 houses.
Who lives there, sir?
BuCor personnel. O kaya yung mga paupahan nila. Rental homes na pinapaupahan nila sa labas.
Nagpapaupa ho sila ng bahay? Sa labas?
Yes. O ganun nga Kaya nga kailangan i-upload na natin, saraduhan na natin itong Muntinlupa dito.
Okay.
Kasi nga parang na to, naging kanya-kanyang nakaw na Kanya-kanyang kalokohan na. Pati nga, kung titingnan natin, Pinky, pag hindi natin tinigilan talaga mauubos ang lupa dyan. Used to be 700 hectares. Through the years, ina-award dyan. O kaya, pag patapos na yung bawat presidente, ina-award na yan sa mga kung kanino, kaya naubos na yung lupa dyan. Ngayon, 244 hectares na lang ang bilang ng lupa. It used to be 700 hectares, Pinky.
I see.
Inaangkin-angkin yan lagi Tapos, nagkakaroon talaga ng abuse talaga ang tao dyan. Kaya dapat talaga saraduhan na, gawin na lang natin government, hindi housing. Kailangan dito, ang government offices dito na relocate kasi bili tayo ng lupa, hirap na hirap tayo bumili ng lupa, napakamahal na. In fact, sa BGC, umaabot na ng 1 million per square meter, sabi nila. Ito, napakagandang lupa sana para magtayo ng maraming opisina ang gobyerno. Yun na lang sana ang mangyayari.
So that's what
Kaya ayaw ko
that's what you prefer, no, Secretary? Gawin pong
Yes.
mga opisina yan ng gobyerno at ilipat ito sa yung 4 billion pesos na super mega prison that you were proposing.
Sa pa lang yun, the mega prison, the supermax prison is only for the high-profile inmates under the new law. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin regional prisons. Ang kailangan natin regional maximum, medium, and minimum prisons sa bawat region ng Pilipinas.
I see.
Para yung mga tao na nakapiit, mga PDLs natin, ay pwede bisitahin na kanilang mga kamag-anak. Kasi ang nangyayari, pag meron ka central prison, being an archipelago, napakalaking biyahe, napakalaking production para bumisita ang pamilya sa nakakulong.
Okay.
Kaya ang talagang plano dyan, discussed by the Congress before, passed in committee by both houses, pero hindi lang naging batas, yung regionalization of the jails.
Got it. Okay.
Kaya doon ang trend ngayon, Pinky, is to make smaller jails that are on a regional basis para meron namang correction and rehabilitation function at maging family-based pa rin ang ating prison system. Kasi sila talaga ang support group ang pinakamagaling na coping mechanism ng taong nakapiit ay pamilya. Wala nang ibang magaling na coping mechanism kundi yan.
Again, another short break. We will be right back. Welcome back to The Source. General Katapang said no existing retirement benefits for BuCor employees matapos daw ipatigil yung membership sa GSIS. Idadagdag ko na rin po, Secretary Remulla, na yung BuCor employees, sinasabi daw, napilitan na magbayad ng existing loans in full. Papaano ho ba nangyari? Totoo ho ba to?
Alam ko, they entered into a memorandum of agreement or a contract with City Safety. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko. And I was just briefed by Director General Katapang brief for a few minutes nung Sunday lang, nung isang lang. Sabi niya nga, may problema ngayon dahil yung mga empleyado ay kailangan magbayad in full ng mga utang na napakataas ang interest dahil ito ay hinawakan ng City Savings Bank. Kung ito ay binid out din, ay hindi natin alam kung bakit ito ay pumirma ng ganitong kontrata. Pero I told him to write the DOJ so we can examine the contract that was arrived at with City Savings Bank. Kasi yan lumalabas para inabsorb ng City Savings Bank yung loan, pero doon na sila magabayad. So para inassign na lang sa City Savings Bank, pero kailangan ayusin talaga yung arrangement na yan kasi mukhang hindi ito favorable sa mga empleyado ng BuCor.
Secretary Remulla, DG Bantag is suspended at the moment. Have you recommended to the President his removal as BuCor chief?
Not yet, Pinky. No? I haven't seen the President since that time, maybe in a month. I saw him a month ago about this matter. We just speak on the phone. But always there are many things to talk about, Pinky, except, and this is not the only thing that on the table for us. No?
Absolutely.
But this will come into the discussion very soon. Anong sabi ko nga dito, Pinky, baka nakakalimutan ni Director General Bantag, siya empleyado pa rin ng gobyerno at siya preventively suspended pa lang. Kasi yung mga binibitawan niya mga salita na talagang masakit minsan pakinggan, na may personal siya, eh parang hindi na siya konektado sa gobyerno. Pero yan, Pinky, he's still part of the government until he resigns or until he is replaced. Kaya, well, I will see the President very soon. And I will ask him about his decision in this matter.
Yeah, so you will recommend na matanggal na po siya sa pwesto permanently. Is that what you're saying,
It
sir?
doesn't have to come from me. It can come from him. He can discern very well what the problem is. In fact, the preventive suspension came from the President. The idea of the preventive suspension came from the President himself because that's what he thought best. Remember, he was a governor of Ilocos for 9 years. He's used to problems with employees. Sanay na sanay siya dyan. And he told me to execute the plan, to implement it.
I remember that's what you said. The decision to suspend actually came from President Bongbong Marcos. I wish we had more time, sir, because I wanted to ask you a big part also of your press conference yesterday on your visit in Switzerland with the United Nations Human Rights Council. But unfortunately, sir, we've run out of time.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Sige
Only
po.
one. Marami kasi hinihingi sa atin yung United Nations, like the SOGIE, same-sex marriage,
Divorce,
bill,
abortion.
etc. But these are all legislative actions. Hindi ho pwede pumato ng executive sa legislative actions. That is what we mean by not accepting them, is because they are demanding it from the wrong people.
I see. So yung sa SOGIE bill, sorry sir, idadagdag ko na kasi lumabas na kayo po, hindi ho kayo sang-ayon sa SOGIE bill. Are you saying also that is that your personal opinion? Is that the position of government? Or because it's up to Congress?
Kasi nga, executive kami. Hindi kami legislative. Doon na sabihin sa legislative kasi policy making yan. I-discuss yan, debate yan. Hindi po yan hihingi dapat sa Secretary of Justice.
Okay.
We cannot act on those matters.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir. Thank you for joining us here on The Source. Secretary Boying Remulla, maraming salamat po sa inyo. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.